Is your business being completely ignored by AI right now? If a customer searches for you in ChatGPT and you don't even show up, did your sales pitch basically end before it even started? Welcome to today's Zero Fluff High Density Explainer. We're going to completely tear down a proven Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO, roadmap, showing you exactly how to make your business totally visible to AI search engines. No fluff, just the raw blueprint.
Really think about this for a second. You might have absolute top-tier, incredible content, but if it's completely invisible to AI crawlers, man, you are missing out on the absolute biggest shift in search behavior today. People aren't just using traditional search bars anymore. So how scary is this shift? Let's actually look at the raw numbers.
Look at this massive disparity. Traffic coming in from ChatGPT is converting at an astonishing 15.9%. Now compare that to a mere 1.76% from organic Google. It's like night and day. This is real money being left on the table, and this shift is happening literally right now.
And this isn't just some theoretical pie-in-the-sky model. $50 million. That is the exact amount of a penthouse deal that top New York real estate agent Ryan Serhant literally almost lost. Why? Simply because both the buyer and the seller went and asked ChatGPT for advice, and a single chatbot answer almost blew up the entire transaction. AI has that kind of influence now.
So here's the crazy trend you need to pay attention to. Right now, a whopping 35% of people in the US are starting their shopping journeys directly inside an AI assistant, rather than typing into a traditional search bar. This foundational change in human behavior has driven AI conversions up by 693% in just one single year. Let that sink in.
But here is where the massive first-mover advantage comes in for you. Look at this gap. 92% of marketers say they plan to optimize for AI search, right? But only 40% are actually executing on it. This means if you step up and execute right now, you get an overwhelming head start on your competition.
Okay, let's dive right into the core story. Marina, from the Silicon Valley Girl channel, broke this down into a precise 5-step GEO roadmap. She interviewed all these Silicon Valley elites, right? But then she realized her elite podcast was a total ghost to models like ChatGPT and Gemini, completely invisible. So she launched a counterattack. Let's break down her exact execution steps. Step 1 is the diagnostic phase, or simply asking AI. They took their URL and fed it straight into Claude, and the diagnostic was brutal. To an AI, her site was basically an empty shell. The HTML was missing crucial AI crawler parameters, and the worst part, all of those rich, juicy transcripts were completely hidden away behind JavaScript. The AI literally couldn't see the content she worked so hard to create. To fix this glaring issue, they completely overhauled their tech stack. They used Claude to code a brand new site, Vercel for the hosting, and Railway for the backend engine. And a quick side note on the business side, they switched their email marketing over to OmniSend, which instantly cut their bills by 35% while driving a $79 return for every single dollar spent. They even shared the code SVGirl30 for a discount. Do not ignore these hyper-specific quantifiable tool details. They are the absolute bedrock of a functional geosystem.
So, how powerful was this foundational upgrade? By building a plain text, instantly readable HTML framework with absolutely zero clicks required, they suddenly exposed an additional 8,000 to 15,000 words of pure plain text per transcript directly to the bots. Those thousands of words are the exact ammunition the AI now uses to index and cite their brand.
They then took this incredibly robust, static architecture and rolled it out across more than 85 episode pages. And get this, they modeled it using the exact same highly crawlable setup used by the absolute giants in the space, like the Huberman Lab and Lex Fridman podcasts. No waiting for pages to load, no clicking to expand text. When an AI bot shows up, the entire transcript and all the data are just sitting there, instantly ready to be devoured.
Moving to step 3, fixing your machine identity. You see, AI doesn't just read an article to figure out who you are. It relies heavily on structured databases. So they went into Wikidata and completely nuked their outdated 10-year-old label of vlogger. They explicitly changed it to podcast host, entrepreneur, and angel investor, and then they synced that exact label across 11 different languages. This guarantees that no matter what language the AI is speaking, the foundational facts about who she is are 100% consistent.
Remember, AI
absolutely craves data alignment. It needs certainty. That's exactly why they didn't just stop at Wikidata. They completely rewrote their Spotify bio to match Apple and Wikidata word for word. They even strategically injected the exact phrase tech and career growth interviews with CEOs across every single platform. When all your information sources align perfectly like that, AI trusts you, and more importantly, it recommends you.
Now, obviously, these structural changes don't just happen overnight. Deploying something like that omniscient email setup takes a realistic 3 to 5 day window. And getting Google to fully index that massive new plaintext homepage, that took exactly 4 weeks. In the world of GEO, you've got to have the patience to let the data propagate through the system.
Step 4 is the plumbing and indexing. Think about it. If you don't raise your hand, AI and search engines won't know you're there. By actively submitting a sitemap directly through Google's Search Console, Google immediately discovered 91 pages that were previously completely invisible. Those 91 pages finally saw the light of day.
So what did that single, seemingly boring hour of technical SEO plumbing actually do? It directly generated 700 brand new monthly clicks to the main site, clicks that literally were not there before. The machine has to easily find you and archive you before it can ever push you to a human user. It's just that simple.
On to step 5, precise measurement and keyword injection. They used an app called Peak AI, which is brilliant because it identifies the exact internal keywords that AI models use when they are formulating an answer. For instance, when they saw the AI internally searching for LinkedIn CEO podcast, they immediately went back and changed their Ryan Roslansky episode title to that exact matching phrase. It's a highly targeted sniper approach.
This stripped, relentless measurement strategy caused their AI visibility to absolutely skyrocket. Look at these hard numbers. They captured a massive 34% of queries for the Google research head, Yossi Matias. They grabbed 31% for the Perplexity CEO and took a 19% share for women in AI searches. They established absolute dominant positioning in these high-value, highly specific niche queries.
All right, keeping in line with our high-density promise, let's rapidly review the core facts. Through this exact playbook, the brand climbed to be the 5th most visible out of 11 Trek competitors, literally beating out giants like Gary Vee and Mel Robbins. But write this down. 82% of what AI cites still heavily relies on earned media. We're talking PR, Reddit threads, and third-party authority, not just what you say about yourself on your own site.
Which brings us to today's ultimate takeaway. If there is one actionable foundational rule you learned today, it is this. AI will completely ignore you unless you provide raw, instantly readable static text and pair that with completely identical entity data across every single platform. That is the survival rule in the era of generative AI.
Now it's time for a data alignment check. We mentioned earlier that traffic coming from ChatGPT converts at a massive 15.9%. So how do your current business metrics stack up against that? Drop your exact conversion rates down in the comments below. Let's see if your business is falling behind in traffic acquisition or if you're losing the battle in AI visibility altogether.
And if you want to clone this exact system and avoid the massive pitfalls we just talked about, type the phrase "leave a comment" right now below this explainer. Just drop that in the comments and you'll receive our precise 30-day GEO execution mind map and the absolute complete list of every tool we discussed today sent straight to your inbox. Take action right now, grab this massive first mover advantage, and thanks for tuning in to today's explainer.